This is the Kathmandu Valley, 2 months after the most devastating earthquake in Nepal in 80 years. Life is getting back to normal. But the effects of the quake are never far away.
It was very strong, and it was very sad to see what happened.
All of us were outside. We were just outside. You know, we were just waiting for the buildings to come down because it was so strong, so strong, so strong.
People who have been living in Kathmandu, they also get suffered psychologically. You know, they are still in a situations like anytime they might have one more tremor, a sort of that sort of feeling.
Obviously, I was afraid. Yeah, it's an earthquake, natural disaster. We know that we can't do against the natural disaster, no. But still, I was more afraid, as I told you, because I had the grandmother of 90 years old and the child of 5 years old. So I was more worried about them than myself at that moment.
After earthquake, Nepal actually has got devastated. Normally, so many cultural sites in Kathmandu got vandalized.
Many major tourist destinations in Nepal had little effect from the earthquake of April 25th, but all of them have suffered from a severe drop-off in tourism. In the part of the country near India, the Terai, is Chitwan National Park. Rare one-horned rhinos and tigers roam the park, but no one is coming to see them. In Pokhara, a major trekking destination and lakeside town, it's the same story.
Situation, I think, the tourism industry actually, it has been getting devastated completely. And apart from that, I think economy actually, yes, it has got suffered a lot.
Almost not 2 months. And I want people to come because, Nepal is like it's more like a tourist. People, the economy of Nepal is more based on a tourist. If many people, and now people should come more.
If I am not open, no problem, because not so many, no tourists. But in our thinking, I was thinking maybe somebody coming to buy something. When I was open and you are coming in here, we are talking with you. So my also, the brain has also worked more, and my practice again. Oh, I speak more English, and most of I speak in Nepali.
English is pretty good.
It's difficult, perhaps, to find another country as reliant on tourism as Nepal. A major disaster assessment report has estimated a 90% drop-off in tourism for the country for this year's high tourist season of April and May, coming to an end as the monsoon arrives.
The monsoons are coming, and a lot of people are living in temporary shelters that I don't know how they're going to do in the monsoon conditions. So I'm worried it's going to be a hard next year for this country recovering.
The monsoon has arrived, bringing further challenges to people living in these relief camps.
Difficulty is in rainy season, the water came here. Inside, and in windy, it blows. When they claim wind, it is many problem here.
Actually, our tent was at there. Last Friday there was heavy rainfall and rain enter inside, and even our rice, clothes, all were damp wet.
Impressions from media reports give the sense of an entire city or nation destroyed by the quake, but what's clear is that the destruction is neighborhood by neighborhood in the Kathmandu Valley. Wealthier neighborhoods with structures built according to regulations are mostly intact. Poorer neighborhoods or those with old historical buildings have suffered more.
You know, there has been a sort of like a little media hype, a sort of miscommunications right across the world. Like, look, Nepal has got devastated completely, and you know, so many potential visitors. You know, from the tourism perspective, so many potential visitors have been given a negative travel advisory.
I'd been to Nepal before, and I knew that some parts of the country were affected more than others, and I knew that this part was less affected.
In the historic section of Bhaktapur, both historic structures and living quarters suffered heavy damage. Demolishing unsafe structures and repairing salvageable ones is everyone's work here.
It's very serious. It's clear that it's very serious, and it's going to take a long time.
It's going to take a long time. Because as we don't have equipment and these things to collapse in one time, no, manually they have to disrupt the houses. Every day the charge of houses destroying and again reconstructing. People are suffering in that way also.
Although Kathmandu residents are trying to get back to normal lives, for some, daily needs are still a challenge. A 15,000 rupee or roughly $150 disaster relief fee is available from the government, but for most, it won't help them replace what they lost in the quake.
Get 15,000 15 days before, it is very difficult to get. Even nowadays, that money doesn't goes to some place only, in like Kathmandu Valley only. Other places, in other places, they didn't.
Who gave you enough money?
No one.
No one. The government didn't give the money for
No,
you?
no, no, no.
No. So you just take the
Besides some packet of biscuits, noodles, and some kg of rice, and these tents and ground, beside those things, they haven't given us anything.
As difficult as life may be for displaced people in Kathmandu, there can always be another level of complication. One relief camp in the center of the city contains a large number of people with disabilities. The combination of being disabled and victims of the quake compounds their difficulties. Government rules require Nepalis to be physically present, often in distant hometowns, to get a certificate that they could use to get financial aid.
Property. His house was damaged, right? But then now, and then the people are distributing, the government people are distributing the cards in the place where he lives. And now he's been said to get that ID and receive the 15,000 that the government is now giving, he has to be physically present there, which means
physically present in his
village.
In his village.
Right?
Okay.
And now what that means is, now this is the rainy season, the logistics of getting there and the cost of it. So there's no way actually that these people can go there and easily collect the card and then receive the money that the government has given so far.
Nepalis and foreign travelers both say that the coming year for the country will not be easy, but that the ability to endure hardship and maintain positivity will help. That and the return of tourists to Nepal.
Obviously, it's very tragic. Looking at the devastation, especially in Chowdhury district, is just really stunning. I mean, the amount of damage in such a short time. I think it's going to take a long time for the country to rebuild.
Rest, you never know what's going to happen next. And hope, let's hope for best and be more optimistic that everything will be okay. You know, we should be more optimistic. That's that's a good thing.
Ni hao ma. I would like to invite all the Chinese clients in this particular point of time because we need a support.
Well, it just reminded me how much I like the Nepali people because they're very resilient people, and it's been amazing to watch them rebound from a really, really horrific event. And they're very strong people, and they will rebound, and the world loves this country, so the world will help them rebound. So I think it'll end up being an even better country than it was.